Here's another 2-2 delivery. Taylor will take high, full count. Full count delivery to Taylor. And that ball is hit hard down the left field line. And it's going to fall in play up against the fence. Hines will score easy. Taylor's pushing for 3. And Levi Taylor will have a 2-out RBI triple. Mavericks are on the board here. It's going to bring up the DH freshman, Holden Crislip. Courtesy runner going to come in for Levi Taylor. It'll be Casey Vass to take over at third base. And with 2 outs, he stands 90 feet away. Called strike to Crislip. Well hit ball by Crislip. It's going to find the gap in right center. Crislip rounds first, and he'll go back. It's an RBI single for Crislip. Mavericks doing all this with 2 away. Now they got Crislip at first, and it brings up Tyson Meadows. First pitch to Meadows is outside. Crislip runs, and he'll get into second. Ball gets into center field, and Crislip's going to push for third. And again now the Mavericks with 2 outs have a runner on third. All right, a chance for an RBI here for Meadows. Here's the pitch. Takes outside again. 2-0 count to the first baseman. Here's the pitch to Meadows. Bounces in, and Meadows will have a 4-pitch walk. Bring up second baseman Carson Cohen.
Watch 31, watch 31.
Cohen swings at the first pitch, but it's foul. Pitch to Cohen, takes high. 1-1. Ball 2.
Let's go 160 somewhere, kid.
Three-one count to Cohen. If he can reach base here, he'd have bases loaded for Brody Barreras. And he will draw the walk. And it's going to be bases loaded for the left fielder, Brody Barreras. So Barreras with the opportunity to do some real damage with 2 away. Mavericks lead 2-0.
Fastball, he goes, you go with him. Walk right there.
Takes high.
Good secondary tight. You just score.
Barreras offers it that one, but called strike. One and one count here to Barreras. Popped up. Going to get back out of play, and it's 0-2 or 1-2. Takes high 2-2. Long inning here for Tabor. He's thrown 36 pitches here in the bottom of the first. 2 outs with bases loaded. Mavericks have 2 across. And it's high in to Barreras again. Full count. Runners can get a head start here with full count, bases loaded. Here's the pitch. And it'll bounce in. Holden on plate. There's 3 runs for the Mavericks. And they still have bases loaded for the freshman, Caleb Lindsay. All right, first pitch to Lindsay. He'll take Tabor's right. Here's the 1-0 delivery to Lindsay. And just missed. It was a called strike. Now called ball 2-1. Big hack, but just gets a piece of it. Count will go to 2-2. Easy to lay off the high ball, and it's a full count. Maverick runners will get a chance to get a head start again. Here's the pitch, and Lindsay gets a piece of it. And Lindsay will take ball 4. RBI walk. And that'll bring the 4th run of the inning across for the Mavericks. Still have bases loaded, and now they're back to the top of the order. And Zickafoose. Coach's visit to the mound, but Tabor's going to stay on. .46 pitches here in this first inning. Mavericks 4 across. They lead 4-0. And they have bases loaded, and they're to the top of the order. And pitcher, Bodie Zickafoose. First pitch to Zickafoose, and he ducks out of the way for ball 1. Can't find the strike zone. Ball 2. And Zickafoose is going to draw the walk, and there's another run across for the Mavericks. They said 5-0.
My truck.
And you're going to have a courtesy runner coming out for the pitcher, Zickafoose. That's Jace Painter. And it's Caden Hines going to have the opportunity to bat. He walked and came around to score earlier. Looks like we're going to have a pitching change for Bluefield. It's going to be Roland Jackson coming in. Pitcher change, warm-ups done. Roland Jackson is going to face Caden Hines with bases loaded 2-away. Here's the pitch, and Hines will take that high. Tabor moves to third. And Hines will take high again. Ducks out of the way, and it's 3-0. Hines gets that one up the middle. It's going to get through into center field. 1 run scores. 2 runs are going to come across now as Lindsey's able to get through. Chase Painter is going to make his way all the way around to third base. Now runners on the corners on the 2 RBI hit. From Caden Hines. That brings up Bryson Parker hitting with 2 away. 7 runs over. That ball's going to get by, and Hines is just going to jog down to second base. Last time up, Parker got a hold of one hard hit down the third base line where it was snagged. I believe it was Hunter Nichols who was able to put the glove on that one the first time around. Now 2-0 count, big swing. Comes up empty. 2-1. Mavericks have scored 7 here in the bottom of the first, and they've done it all with 2 outs. And right now they have runners on second and third. And that ball will get by, but everybody will just stay put. And Parker will face a 3-1 count. And that one bounces in low. That'll walk the bases loaded. And it'll bring up the catcher, Levi Taylor. This is the 13th batter of the inning for the Mavericks. Taylor gets on top of that one to third. Tabor's there to glove it, steps on the bag, and that'll do it, but not before the Mavericks are able to get 7 runs across, and they now lead 7-0 heading into the top of the second.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating, and we also have Rinnai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote for delivery.
All right, back here ready to start the second. Mavericks ahead, 7-0. This is going to bring up Chris Mills. Here's the pitch from Zigafus. Swinging, strike. Called strike there. Zigafus is ahead 0-2. Called strike 3, and there's one away. Brings up Braden Clemens. Ball 1. Called strike on the bottom half. 1-1 count here to Clemens. Out in front of that one, it's 1-2. One-two delivery from Zigafus, just a little high. And here's the 2-2 delivery from Zigafus. Got him to chase, slow down, and there's another strikeout. That's the 5th strikeout here for Zigafus. He struck out the first 5 batters he's faced, and it's going to bring up Tabor. Off-speed pitch misses away. And that one low. 2-0 count here to Tabor. One of the few times so far tonight that Bluefield batters have been ahead of Zigafus. And he gets him there with a strike. 1-2. Sorry, 2-1. And here's the windup for Zickafoos. Strike ball inside. 3-1 count here to Tabor. Here's the pitch. Called strike. Full count. Called strike 3, and Zickafoos stays perfect through 2. We'll head to the bottom of the second. All right, ready to start the bottom of the second. And for the Mavericks is going to be designated hitter Holden Chrislip up. Roland Jackson still on the mound. Mavericks ahead 7-zip. Holden out in front of that one. Early again, 0-2. Off-speed pitch misses high. 1-2. Inside, 2-2. Two delivery. Waits back on that one. Hit to short. Fielded there by Clemens. The throw not in time. Chrislip's able to leg it out. Infield hit. Brings up Tyson Meadows. Here's the pitch to Meadows. Chrislop's going to take off. Meadows underneath that one, popped it up. Chrislop's going to have to turn and run back to first. Slides in, and he's back in time. One away on the fly out. It'll bring up Carson Cohen. And that one gets in and hits Cohen. Runners on first and second. Brings up left fielder Brody Barreras. No runs across so far. Mavericks out ahead 7-0 here in the bottom of the second. And here's the pitch. In front of that one, fouled away. Outside. Good block there behind the plate by Mills. We'll keep runners at first and second. On 1 count. Here's a delivery from Jackson. That one misses. Throw down to third. Is going to get into left field. Chrislop heads home, and he'll score without a throw on the error on throw down to third. Eight nothing now, James Monroe. 2-1 count here to Barreras. Called strike. Mavericks have a runner on second. And a 2-2 count here at the plate to Barreras with one away. Takes high. Full count. Payoff pitch to Barreras. Gets a piece of it. And we'll do it again. And that's going to get him on the hip. Cohen had been on the move. He'll have to go back to second. Mavericks will have runners on first and second now with the 9-hitter. Caleb Lindsay coming up to the plate. Cohen on the move and no throw. Cruise into third. Runners on the corners. Now Barreras will go. Lindsay will watch that one come in low. And now 2 runners in scoring position for Lindsay with 1 away. 2-0 count to the freshman center fielder. And here's the pitch. Wanted a piece of that one, reached out, and now the ball's passed. Play it home, but Cohen is safe, and Barreras will move up 90 feet to third. 2-1 count to Lindsey. It's 9-0 here in the bottom of the second. And the Mavericks have a runner on third with one away. Here's the pitch to Lindsey. And takes strike two. 2-2 count now with one away. That one bounces in and gets by. Barreras is going to try, slides in, and the ball gets away from Roland Jackson at home plate. It's going to be 10-0 Mavericks. Full count here to Lindsey. Bases cleared. Shadow's starting to get long on that right side of the infield. Tough time to play in right field here in Linside. Here's the pitch to Lindsey. He'll duck down and take ball 4. And bring us back to the top of the order. And the pitcher, Cody Zigafus, who has 6 strikeouts through 2 innings right now. We're going to have a mound visit. Looks like a replacement. See who's coming in. I think it's going to be Nichols coming in to pitch.
RT Rogers Oil Company and Precision Delivery have many kind and knowledgeable long-term employees in our Hinton office who account for transactions and dispatch fuel and explain and educate about our many products, such as our wall heaters and also our fireplace logs, which are designed for residential space heating. And we also have Renai tankless water heaters available. We provide many different types of fuel storage tanks along with an experienced and trained crew that will be installing them. We will then make safe and timely deliveries to these storage tanks. Our long-term employees make deliveries and also install HVAC units and install generators, while Precision Delivery transports fuel in 6 states. So, call us for a quote for delivery.
All right. Hunter Nichols in to pitch, and he'll face leadoff hitter Bodie Zikafus. And first pitch is a ball low. Underneath that one popped up, and not going to have a play as it lands just on the other side of the backstop. 1-1. Counts a 1-1. There's one away. And we're on the one hitter, Zickafoose. And that ball hit hard to second, fielded there by Clemens, and actually bobbled it, but Jackson there to pick it up as he stands on second, and they'll get the force out there. Two outs, and Caden Hines stands at the plate. And it's going to be Painter to come in as the courtesy runner again for Zickafoose, the pitcher. Caden Hines will stand in with his third attempt. Here's the pitch to Hines. Turns on that one through the gap. It's short, and it's into left field. Pushing for three here is Painter, and he'll slide in safe on the two-out double by Caden Hines. Bring up Bryson Parker. He is lined out to third in both of his two attempts this afternoon. Here's the pitch. Takes ball one. Takes high, ball two. Ball three. Missed high, and it's three attempts here to Parker. Parker sets ahead now 3-0. Mavericks lead 10-0 here in the bottom of the second. There's two away. And Parker will draw the four-pitch walk. He's going to load the bases up for cleanup hitter Levi Taylor. First pitch to Taylor, misses chin high. That one's low, gets by, nobody's going to try to move. 2-0 count. Bases loaded and two away. That ball gets by. Painter's going to try for home. Slides in, and he's called out at the plate. That's going to do it for the second. We'll head to the top of the third. Mavericks out ahead 10-0.
Air Supply Heating and Cooling is the area's only Amana dealer offering full service, repairs, maintenance, and installs. Amana offers a lifetime compressor warranty and a one-time unit replacement. Air Supply also offers after-hours repair service. Call today for a free estimate.
All right, we're back here. Start of the third inning. Mavericks ahead 10-0, and Zickafoos has been perfect so far. 6 batters faced, 6 batters struck out, and now he is going to face Roland Jackson. There's the first pitch from Zickafoos. Bounces in, ball 1. One a delivery here from Zickafoos. And he's outside. 2-0 count. Gets him to swing at strike 1. That one's low. 3-1. And the first walk issued of the night by Zickafoos comes here in the top of the third. Jackson will head down to first, and it'll bring up Trayvon Smith. Starting to get a little chilly here as the sun sets. Zickafoos now working out of the stretch. Strike 1. Zickafoos is going to throw over to first, and that ball's going to get by, but quick over to it is Cohen, and it'll keep Jackson at first. Going to try, and the ball pops out of the glove behind the plate of Taylor. No throw. Jackson will make it down to second. Called ball, count 1-1. Strike 2 called. Sikafus checks the runner at second. Here's the delivery home. Low, 2-2. Called strike 3, and there's one away. One out, 10-0. Mavericks ahead here in the top of the third. Called strike 1. It's Jordan Hess up to hit. Order will flip back over. Ducks away, 1-1. That's the 9-hitter, Hunter Nichols on deck. He led off to start. Zigafus fastball gets by, 2-1. 1-2. Behind that one, and it's another strikeout for Zigafus. 2 away is the top of the order coming up for Bluefield, Hunter Nichols. Base runner on second is Roland Jackson. Mavericks out ahead, 10-0. Check second. Now here's the delivery home, and that one misses. Called strike. 1-1. One delivery from Zigafus. Called strike 2. Called strike 3, and that's the 9th strikeout of the night for Zigafus. He walked 1 and still has the no-hitter going as we head to the bottom of the third. Mavericks ahead, 10-0. Hunter gets Taylor with the strikeout. There's one away. Tanner Johnson up to hit for himself in place of the DH. Takes high. Swings underneath that one. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Outside, full count. Ducks back, and he'll draw ball 4. Johnson reaches in his first at bat, and he'll bring up Meadows. Meadows had a fly out his last attempt. And he'll take low and away. Johnson goes to second, and that ball gets into center field. He's going to get up and run to third, and he'll take 180 feet on the air at second base. Swing and strike. Make things 1-1. One away, runner on third. Mavericks out ahead 10-0. Takes high. 2-1 now. Meadows draws the walk, and there'll be runners on the corners. Called strike, and that one ball outside. Takes high there. That one gets away. Johnson's going to try for home, and he'll slide in underneath the tag. Meadows stays at first. Run comes in to score, and it's 11-0. That one outside. Now Meadows is going to go to second, and he'll get in without the throw. Brings up 3-1. Here's a 3-1 delivery, and that one high. Cohen will draw the walk. Going to bring up Barreras. Swings at the first one, but popped up and out of play. Pitch low, 1-1. Barreras has not recorded an official at-bat in this game. He's been to the plate twice. This is his third time, and he tips that one foul. 1-2 count. And that one misses, 2-2. Full count. Called strike 3. 2 away. And it brings up the non-hitter, Caleb Lindsay. Pitch low. Good pick there by Mills. That one high. Lindsay out ahead, 2-0. Swings through, and it's strike 1. 2-1 count to Lindsay. There's 2 away. Mavericks ahead 11-0 in the bottom of the third. Scoots back and takes ball 3. If Lindsay can get on, it would bring up the top of the order. Here's the 3-1 pitch. And he'll take ball 4. Runners are on the move. Everybody will move up 90. And it brings up top of the order, and Bodie Zickafoose. Zickafoose will have a chance here with bases loaded and 2 away. And skips in. Nobody's going to try. And that one will miss. Ball 3. And ball 4 will walk in a run. And bring up Caden Hines with the bases loaded. Painter will come out to run for Zickafoos. And it's 12-0 here in the bottom of the third. 2 away, bases loaded, and Caden Hines up to bat. Hard hit ball down the left field line. It's going to get down. 1 run's going to score. Lindsey's around. And Painter's pushing for 3, and they're going to send him. And he's going to get there in time, and it's a 3-run triple down the left field line for Caden Hines. And that is the ball game. 15 runs. And that's going to do it here tonight. Mavericks are going to get the win 15-0 through 3 innings. Zickafoos pitched a no-hitter, had 9 strikeouts, and you can't do much better than that. Did walk 1. That's the only thing that kept him from being perfect. So we are expected to be back here on Friday night, although the weather for that night looks a little sketchy, so we'll have to play it by ear as we get to it, but that's going to do it for us tonight. Mavericks get a win on the board, and they are 1-3 now. They will play Allegheny County down there a little later this week, and then be back here Friday expected for a game against Liberty Raleigh. So we will see you guys then.